Hi, I'm Lieutenant Mark Athan with the Torrance Police Department's Community Affair Division. We've put together a quick video tutorial to help you navigate and search our city's new crime pin map. We hope that this video helps you navigate the site and answers any basic questions that you might have. So let's get started.
For this tutorial, I'm using a Macintosh computer running the Mozilla Firefox web browser. For Mac users, this is the only web browser that will work. For Windows PC users, the Firefox or Explorer web browsers will work just fine. So from the police department's main website, navigate to Crime Trends and Prevention and Crime Statistics. That will take you here to where the link for the crime activity map is located. But before we go there, I would like to highlight that there is a link here for a more in-depth instructional guide related to all of the features of the pin map, since I'll only be showing you a few here in this tutorial. And there is also a link here that will give you the definitions of all of the crimes that are illustrated on the map. So let's click on the link to the map, and the first thing you'll get is our legal notice, terms and conditions disclaimer. And once you accept the terms and conditions of the legal agreement, it will take you to the map. Now this map is just like any other web-based map where the scrolling of your mouse will zoom in and zoom out and be centered on where your cursor is. So I'll scroll up with my mouse for zoom in and down with my mouse to zoom out. Zooming up with my mouse. Or you can grab the spy glasses up here for zooming in and zooming out and use the click of your mouse, which is what I prefer to do. So I'm going to grab the zoom in spyglass and center my cursor here in the middle of the city and click in. And once you click into a certain level, you'll start to see the pins. And to move around the city, you can grab your drag pan hand and click and drag around the city. Again, just like any other map. So what do these symbols mean on these pins? Well, let's look here at our legend up here in the menu bar. And there you go, you'll get this pop-up window telling you what all the crimes are on the map, what all the symbols mean. I should note here with this pop-up window coming up that you may get a notice from your web browser asking you to disable your window pop-up blocker to see all the features of the map, as there are a lot of pop-up windows in here. So maybe if you're not seeing things, you might want to check to make sure that that's disabled. So let's click on a pin. Let's click on, let's zoom in here into this area here, these two pins, and let's grab our identifier right here. Makes your cursor a plus sign or a crosshair, and you just simply click on the pin. And this is the information you'll get just by clicking on the pin. It will tell you the report number from the police department, the crime type is a residential burglary, the location was in the 20900 block of Anza, and it actually gives you a description of what happened there. Suspect breaks, removes window screen, enters window, and takes property. And they took a Wii console, a PlayStation, games, and chargers. And it gives you the date and time parameters as well. This crime happened between September 5th at 5 p.m. and September 8th at 2:30. So that's what you'll see by the click of each pin. Now these yellow pins represent incidents within the last 2 weeks. The most recent item you'll see is probably a minimum of about 4 days old. That's to give our detectives time to complete preliminary investigations where they may recode the crime. So the most recent one you'll see is a minimum of 4 days old. But the yellows represent about a 2-week time frame. And if you click here, you'll get orange dots. Those are crimes within the last 45 days, but not including the 2 weeks from the yellow. So the orange is from 2 weeks to 45 days. And again, zooming in and zooming out and panning around. I'm going to turn off my 45 days by clicking here on the map content. Here you can turn things off and on. I'm going to turn off my 45 days and just look at my yellows, my 2 weeks. I want to highlight one incident down here in the south end by the beach. This one's kind of unique. Sometimes you may go to a dot. Again, I'm zooming in. I'm going to grab my cursor here. Sometimes you may go to a dot and there's more than one incident in the pop-up window. What that's telling you is that in the general area of that pin or that dot, there was more than one crime. Now this one so happens they were all four in the 300 block of Palos Verdes Boulevard. All four of these records have the same address, and they're actually all the same type as well. 4 different auto burglaries, 4 different report numbers. And the method of the crime was the same, where a suspect was smashing out a window and taking property. And this one was a camera bag, a purse in this one, a purse in this one, and a purse in this one. I just wanted to highlight that for you and show you that sometimes you may see more than one incident in a pin. And that's basically it. Let's actually turn on the 45-day again and click on a 45-day pin. And let's go here to the spray can right here. I think that one's a Vandalism, right? The legend here is telling me the spray can's a Vandalism. And I'll grab my identifier and I'll click on it. And sure enough, suspect carves message in victim's front door in the 2800 block of Plaza del Amo. Vandalism. Happened over an extended period of time there from the 15th to the 23rd of August. But there's one for 45 days. So that's it. That's your basic zoom in, zoom out, pan around, drag around, turn on the 2 weeks or 45 days, and get the pop-up windows for the information related to each incident. The last thing I want to illustrate here in this tutorial is a quick search feature that we think most people are going to enjoy. So it's called a nearby search. So I'm not going to do 2 weeks. Let's do 45 days. You'll get this pop-up window here. Most people will want to see what's going on around them, where they work or where they live. So from this pop-up window here, we can actually select one of the crimes and narrow our search by putting that in here, looking it up and selecting it. But I'm going to leave this blank to make our search broad because I want all the crime related to an address that I'll put in. So we're going to search by location, not by the center of the map, and we're going to search by an actual address. So let's hypothetically say that I live at 20707 Anza. And I want to search all crime within about a 2,500 foot radius of that address. So those are our search parameters, and you just hit search. And this is what you get. The map itself is still showing other crimes farther away, but these dots here are representing the incidents that are portrayed in this menu down here. So this search is telling us that there were 8 incidents within a 2,500 foot radius of 20707 Anza within the last 45 days. And it gives you the report number, the crime type, the location of the incident, and the crime description, just as you saw in the pop-up window. So again, we could click on number 3 here. Let's click on 3, which is represented right here. So if you want to see where that is on the map, you can hit the red balloon here and it'll actually point to you. But number 3 will give you the pop-up window. Basically the same as what you're seeing in the menu. Suspect takes property from running unattended vehicle, a GPS device. So that's what happened on that one in the 5000 block of Garnett Street. And we can just close that right here. And now we'll take off the 45 days and just leave up the 2 weeks. And that's it. That's going to be it for this tutorial. Hope this makes things more simple for you in navigating and searching some basic features of the map. Thank you very much.
We hope that this short video has assisted you in navigating around the new site. But if you have any further questions, please feel free to call us directly. You can reach us during normal business hours in the Community Affairs Division at 310-618-7644. 6391 or 6392, or you can email us directly at communityaffairs@torranceca.gov. Thank you.